And a strong finish with two hands. Clark, 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back and coming back, back and forth, back and forth.
Reminds me of a song.
Yeah, Kevin, that's Cameo, to be exact. And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah,
Perhaps.
but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Shumpert comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's sent back by Bogut. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Shot clock at 5. Love with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 5. Thompson inside the line. The shot is off. Shumpert with some nice D. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Irving drives in. Love. High shot from 10 feet out. Love's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Shumpert dishes to Love. Mozgov wide open. He fires. And again, it's Cleveland.
Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the lead appears to be heading north, if you will.
Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
And here's Love from the arc. No good. And Golden State will come the other way. Thompson outside. LeBron grabs the miss.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. From deep. Some solid defense there from Irving.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Irving's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Timeout called the Warriors. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And for LeBron James, a remarkable step. Greg, he had increased his field goal percentage for 7 consecutive seasons going into 2014.
Yeah, a steep decline last season, though, back below 50%. Was it just the challenge of new teammates and a new system, or the mileage he's accumulated? This season may start to answer that question.
Warriors trail by 10. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Then for the Cavaliers, Anderson Varejau's checked in for James. Jefferson comes in for Shumpert. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. It's a pick by Love. Jefferson passing to Williams. Varejau setting the pick for Williams. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Williams has got his first points in this. The shot by Spates, nobody around, but they get it back. Back to Green, and the foul on Mo Williams. The Warriors making a switch here. Ezeli's checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Tristan. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. That'll be a 5-second call.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Thompson, he's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston. Smith, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Jefferson dishes to Varejao. Here's Thompson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. First free throw is good.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Williams attacking, and he gets it to go. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Smith kicks to Williams. Pass to Varejao. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never run it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
And we finished one half of basketball. Cavaliers on top, up by 15. And now let's get...
LeBron, you dominated the backcourt.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, you live by the three and you die by the three. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
It's been a solid outing for Curry. He has 20 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from three, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets.
Here's James. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. On the court for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. And it's Irving in a point. Shumpert gets a wide-open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you. And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Love with the screen for LeBron. The shot will not go. Nice D from Bogut. Warriors trail by 15. And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point. Warriors have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. Barnes can't get it to go.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. Drills the baseline jumper. Curry's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Warriors.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Cleveland moving it around. Irving makes it off the glass. Irving's got 11 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for Kyrie Irving. Warriors trail by 17. And talking about Iman Shumpert, he seemed to learn from working with LeBron and Kyrie last year.
Yes, Shumpert was brought over for his defense, clearly, but as a bonus, his offense improved and got better. Now let's see if he can build on that going forward. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not